Hey everybody, I'm Hugh Brownstone. You may know me from our YouTube channel, Three Blind Men and an Elephant. You may know me from the art of street photography with yours truly done in affiliation with B&H Photo, for which we won a Webby, that's very cool. Or you may know me as a street photographer who, along with my wife Claudia, teaches street photography all over the world, first and foremost in New York City, of course, but also London, Paris, Berlin, and Tokyo. Today, I'm coming to you from Wetzlar, Germany, global HQ for Leica Camera, so that we can explore the release of the just announced Leica SL3. In no particular order, here are 5 things in my book that really distinguish the SL3 from the SL2 and what distinguishes Leica from everybody else. Okay, number 1. Autofocus. I've used my SL2 for 5 years. It's the longest lasting camera I've ever bought, my favorite purchase of all time. But in the last year or two, especially after the introduction of the Q3, I'm finding that the contrast detect only autofocus of the SL2 was beginning to get in my way. Just in time, we now have hybrid phase detection autofocus with contrast detect and Leica's proprietary object technology, and this works, and I'm happy. Number 2, fortunately, finally, the SL3 has an articulating screen. It is robust. It is the classic tilty that photographers prefer. It's designed so that there's very little viewfinder or EVF eye cup blockage. They've done a great job with it, and they've managed to do this while maintaining an IP54 rating, which is critical because the reason why I first got the SL2 was for shooting in the rain and snow. That's terrific. Number 3, that's European 3, not American 3. We're here at the Low Collection at the National Auto Museum, checking out the low light performance of the SL3. And I have to say, there are 2 bases for saying I'm really happy. Number 1, IBIS. It's not that the SL2 didn't have IBIS, and it's not that it wasn't good. What's really interesting to me is how the manufacturer chooses to rate it. Now they're saying it's a pretty conservative 5 stops. But it's a real 5 stops. I've shot down to half a second in here, and it looks like it was on a tripod. What's the second part about low light performance? Going the opposite direction to super high ISO. This is an area where the SL2S exceeded the capability of the SL2. But I'm telling you, I am shooting as high as 50,000 ISO on this camera with 61 megapixels, and it looks good. Number 4, I've never minded the startup time on an SL2, especially when you have it in standby. But the operational speed of this camera has now been dramatically improved. It is super noticeable, and it makes a difference. I really like it. I like the replacement of the mechanical on-off switch with a button which glows in the dark, which is kind of silly, but it's cool. It's a little kind of touch. Okay, and now we're up to what, 5? 5. The improvements in the user interface. As it stood with the SL2, the menu system was arguably the best in the industry, but with a redesign while retaining the DNA of the current UI, Leica has done a fabulous job in making it even simpler, even more an occasion to work with the menu system. Not least of which is having fewer items on the screen so that when you touch it, the odds are that it'll actually do what it's supposed to do, even with gloves. This is all part of Leica's focus on the photographer rather than componentry, because in the end, it's not about the gear, it is about the people, and Leica is making it easy. It's why it is my daily driver. Leica is my daily driver for my personal work, and I'm just delighted to share this with you. Okay, bonus round. And if someone asked me, what is your absolute most favorite thing of all? It's not what you think, but it is my favorite thing because it is emblematic of the personality of the company that makes this SL3. And that is the project code name, Picard. As in, that's right, Star Wars fans, it's Star Trek, it's Captain Picard, and Star Trek is it because it is the most optimistic vision of the future I have ever seen. A welcome distraction as we re-binge watch all of those series in a very interesting time. So that's it for me. If you want to learn more about our streets of New York, Paris, London, Berlin, Tokyo, hop over to www.3bmep.com. If you want to learn about the art of street photography, as my wife Claudia and I practice it and teach it, hop over to the B&H website, the B&H YouTube channel. It's free, enjoy it. And if you have commentary, please go down and leave your thoughts in the comment section below. That's it.